Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Juju's Journey. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to do my weekly cash budget. I use a zero-based budget, meaning that my income that I get, I give every single dollar a job right time it hits the bank. And so I get paid once a month, and I choose to stuff my envelopes weekly. And so with using my zero-based budget, I also do the cash envelope stuffing. So let's get started. I've been doing this cash envelope stuffing since January 2025. My husband passed away in December 2024. And so I was shocked. Like my whole world just went upside down. And so I've been doing it religiously since, and it's been the best thing that ever happened. But we're going to start with my cash wallet. I'm going to clean it out. I do not spend ones that are given back to me if I don't have to. And this week I only have $4. So I'm going to set that to the side. I keep my receipts to scan into my Fetch app. And so I'll scan those in later. If you're not familiar with Fetch Rewards app, is the best little app there is. I think there's another one. I have to look into it whenever I see it, when I watch other people's videos. But right now I only use Fetch. I'll put the link in the description before. But, you know, if you're spending money, you scan your receipts and they give you points. And when your points add up, you can exchange those points for gift cards. Like I'm going to get an Amazon card for $50. I'm so close. So close. But there's tons and tons of little ways you can redeem your points. So if you're interested, I'll put the link below. But this is my cash wallet. I carry it everywhere with me. Normally, on a weekly basis, I pull the money that I do not spend and put it towards my savings challenge. But this week, I'm not going to pull any money because this coming weekend, my daughter is getting married and I'm traveling to Charleston, South Carolina. And I'm just going to fill this envelope up again this week. So let's get started. I pull all of my money at the beginning of the month because I only get paid once a month. And I budget and I get all of my denominations that I need. And I pull every bit of it, $3,000 in the right denominations, and I put it in all of my categories that I stuff. And then I pull from this binder to stuff my weekly envelopes. So Juju gets $50 a week. That's me. And last week, I only spent, I had $25 left. So going into this week, I'm going to have $20, $40, $60, $70, $75. Oh, it's beautiful here today. It's 80 degrees, y'all. Groceries, I give myself $50 a week for groceries. And last week, I did not spend anything. So we've got $20, $40, $60, $80, and $100 going into this week. You know, I may have to pull that money to go out to eat in Charleston. I don't know. Dining out gets $30 a week. I'm probably going to spend that today because I'm not going to eat next door tonight. But that's okay. I've got $20, $40, $50, $60 for dining out because I didn't dine out last week. Lunch is going to receive $20. And then my two daughters also give me $20, and I'll go to the grocery store and get everything we need for lunch this week. And miscellaneous always gets $10 a week. And that's just in case I go over for groceries or over for myself or even dining out. I can come and pull it from miscellaneous. And giving is a new category that I started. It gets $5 a week. I'm trying to let this category kind of beef up a little bit. because I want to buy some food gift cards in case I see someone in need. I can give them a gift card to go eat something. And that's it. Let's get my change out. I save all of my change. And boy, when I roll it, it just amazes me. $45, $100. You just don't know how much change when your little jar fills up. Save everything. So that's my cash wallet is stuffed. I've got my ones to the side. And I'm not going to stuff the big bills. Not this week. I'm not going to use those in our savings challenge. The next binder I'm going to stuff is my high priority. These are the things that when they hit hard. I've got my, of course, my water bill money, my electricity, all of that here. And I haven't looked on, I have not even pulled up my app to see what I need to pull for my checking account. But I'll do that later. So house taxes is going to get $25. They're due at the end of January every year. And so I'll go ahead and see how much money we have saved so far. My goal is, I think, $1,200. So let's see what we've got in here thus far. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So we have saved $250 in 3 weeks. So that's, at the end of January, that should be right now $500 if we're going by monthly, like the quarter. Because, no, at the end of this month, it'll be a little bit higher. This is our 3rd month. I'm probably going to have to add some more money to it, but we'll talk about how we'll do that after we get my daughter married. House insurance is going to receive $50. And that should put us at $500. So we've got 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 50, 500. And that is going to be due February 2027. Car taxes. I just paid those for 2026. So we're now I had that money saved from last year, so we're working towards for next year. And they were $700. So let's see how much we've got saved. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200 for car taxes. That's pretty good. Car insurance is due next February, and it's going to receive $40 this week. Okay. Pretty soon we're going to have to do a cash condensing because I really want to put this money in my Ally savings account so I can earn 3.3% interest, I believe. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, $400 towards my car insurance. That's really good, considering I literally just paid it from last year. So this will be fully funded before long. Tax prep is getting nothing. Amazon Prime is getting nothing, all because of my electric bill. We don't want to talk about that right now. House maintenance is going to receive $5. And house maintenance, this is not for major house maintenance. This is for if I want to buy a gallon of paint. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. You know, I was going to paint my craft room, but I kind of decided to hold off and save up for it. Car maintenance is going to receive $5. and I just had my tires rotated, and they charged me $25. So now I'm back just loading it. I owed the bank $5, so last week it made my total 0, and now I'm back to $5 in my envelope. Okay, emergency is going to receive 5. And I think that should put us at 50. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Medical is going to receive 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Savings is going to receive 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Month ahead is not going to receive anything because of the electric bill. Personal care is going to receive 5, and that's for deodorant, razors, shampoo, things like that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And then now we have pets and vet. It's only receiving 5. I'm going to have to beef this up because this is for vet bills for next year and pet emergency. So $5 a week is not going to quite cut it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And so that completes my high priority binder. Now let's move on to, I call this my fun binder, I think. I think it's low priority. Clothes is going to receive 0 because of my electric bill. Entertainment is going to receive 5. And entertainment to me is, you know, going to the movies, maybe going and doing to a friend's house and maybe buying hors d'oeuvres or something like that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And as you can see, I have not done any of those things because I am focused on this wedding. And that's okay, right? Vacation is going to receive a 20. And I'm going to have to pull that money this week to pay for my hotel room for one night. I'm only going to spend one night. And my hotel room is going to be $530. So we've got 50. I'm going to put that 50 to the side. 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. 2, 20, 40, 60, 80. 3. And then we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And that makes 400. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. So we have $560. So we're a little bit over like $30. And I probably will use that first before I use the money in my cash wallet. And let's see where we are here. Okay. So we now are to gifts. Gifts are for friends and extended family, not my immediate family. And we're not stuffing it because of the electric bill. Wish list will not get any money. Lawn and garden. Wedding is done. I pulled the cash and gave it to her this week. Or I actually gave it to her yesterday. And she received $310. And that's all I could give her. And she's okay with that. She knows I'm on a tight budget. I was able to pull from the savings that I had saved up last year, and I gave her $500 for her deposit on her little wedding that she had to put down. So she got $810, but her wedding's not that expensive, so it's all okay. Adventure's going to receive 10. And adventure to me is if I want to take off on a Saturday and go visit a new little town and shop around and just do something different out of my normal routine. Or do a 5K or do something different. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I did a little adventure a couple of weeks ago, and I took $80 out because I spent $80. Went to downtown Conway. Beautiful little town. So if y'all ever come to South Carolina, go to Conway. It's right there, 20 minutes from the beach. Easter is going to receive $5. And this is going to be to help contribute to our Easter lunch. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So I can help buy food, and it won't come out of like my grocery money. Thanksgiving is getting 0. Christmas is getting 0 because of the electric bill. And I have not even started on the Christmas Child, Fire Department, or monthly giving yet. I thought I was going to be able to start those off the bat, but it didn't work. You know, I paid off my house in December, but everything went up. My health insurance went up. Everything went up. And I did add a few categories. So this is my favorite binder. This is my grandchildren and my children and their significant others. And every single one of them will have 50. We won't count those. I've already updated my trackers. So the youngest is going to get get 5. And that sets them at $50 each. I have 5 grandsons, 1 granddaughter. And then I have 5 daughters and 1 son. And then they all have significant others. And so it brings no stress. I give each of them $100, my grandchildren, for their birthday. And $100 for Christmas. And that's it. I mean, you know, I can take them shopping or whatnot. And then my children, I give all the girls, even the daughter-in-law, $100 for birthdays. I give the boys $50 because they just aren't as, you know, I usually go buy them something and spend around $50. And then for Christmas this past year, that was really the first Christmas without my husband. I didn't buy anybody anything, not even my grandchildren. He died December 11th. But my second Christmas last year, I ended up just putting $150 in a Christmas card and giving it to the couples. And I figured they could use it any way they wanted, you know. And so I'm fully stuffed for the whole week. I'm going to put this back. All I have left to do is really just pull the money for my bills and put those back into my bank bag in case I need to make a deposit. But I'm very fortunate. Last year I was able to get 1 month ahead, meaning I have $3,000 I keep in my checking account. And then when the $3,000 goes in at the beginning of each month, I pull it in the right denominations. I pull it for even the bills that get drafted. Because I like to go in when I look at my bank app, I want to go in and say, okay, here's my electricity bill. And I'll pull it, and I touch it, and I pay it. It gives me a relationship with my money. That's the way I do it. But if you do it like this, you just make sure you have enough money in the bank in case you calculated wrong. You know, you do not want to overdraft. This is all about saving money. Pretty soon we're going to get to consolidate. But now with my ones, usually I take all of my cash out of my weekly cash wallet and I put that money towards my savings challenge. And I ordered these little challenge sheets off of Amazon last year. And right now I'm only doing 2. And when you're done, you can take rubbing alcohol, wipe it off, and start back over. But right now what I'm doing is when I fill up a page, I take that money, like when I fill up these ones, it'll be $60, and I'll take those and put it towards the most important thing that I need at that moment to fill. Like, I've already filled the $1 once, so that was 60, and I already completed a $300 challenge. So I took $360 and put it towards my vacation because there was no way it was going to be funded enough to pay for my hotel bill. But the next time I do this, I'm going to probably put it towards one of my high yield sinking envelopes, because I need the security of knowing that my house insurance is going to be paid next year, my house taxes, all of those big ticket items that come at once. I just need to go ahead and knock those out. I'm going to knock them out just like, let's say if you ever watched like Dave Ramsey, and they're telling you to get out of debt. So the first thing you want to do is tackle the lowest credit card you have, and whenever you pay it off, you take that money and put towards the next and put towards the next. That's how I'm going to treat these high priority sinking funds. I'm very fortunate, I will tell you that, but I am almost 58. April, I'm going to be 58 years old. I am completely debt free. I have no credit cards. My house is paid off, and I just did that in December. Thank God. And I have my cars paid off. Like, I don't have a car payment. So I'm very fortunate. But at my age, that's about the time that all of those things start getting paid off, you know. So I'm lucky. I know I'm blessed. I know I'm lucky. I'm living off of retirement. I'm a very fortunate woman. But it is still scary, like very scary, knowing that you're responsible for all of this, you know, by yourself. And of course, I have less income coming in each month than I did when my husband was alive, because he had just gotten to the age where he was drawing Social Security. I think he drew it almost 1 year, and then that was it. And so my household lost that big chunk of money. And so I'm just living off of what we were being subsidized for, you know. And so all of my bills have come down a little bit, but I do still have the same bills. I'm living in the same house that we raised our children in. I didn't downsize. I still have not downsized. And I will eventually. I'm just not there yet. But, so anyway, it's scary. It is scary. But I know doing this whole technique has really given me a sense of peace. And my journey, Juju's journey, is all about trying to get over the grief, living again, looking forward to things, being happy, and financial freedom. That's the only, that gives you financial peace, makes you less stressed, less worried, less everything. And so doing this, even just putting $5 in each week, it's only May 8th? No, it's March 8th. March 8th is on a Sunday, 2026. And I have 10 children, and each of those children, I've already given them $50. Well, the couples too. Like, the couples have each gotten $50. So it's really 15 people, but 10 categories. So that's $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 I've already spent for Christmas and birthdays. And my first birthday is this weekend, and it just turned out that It's going to be $50, and that's what I do for the guys. So I'm going to go get this, my son-in-law, a nice little gift, and we'll have like a birthday party. And I'll take my grocery money or Juju's money and buy him a birthday cake. I always buy the cakes for my children. So with that being said, I've already paid for it. It's not going to hurt me at all, just because I put $5 back each week. And I think it's amazing. Chunking out, like going to somewhere and running my debit card and having $530 come out just for one night, less than 24 hours for a hotel room. I've already paid for it. I saved. I didn't spend all the money in my cash wallet. I put it in my savings challenge. It helped beef up that category, and me putting a little bit of money towards vacation. I get to go to Charleston and I don't even have to worry because it's paid for. Just because I've prepaid. It just gives you so much peace. And now I'm working towards paying for my house insurance for next year. I just paid it. It's not due until February. And house insurance, what do I have already going towards house insurance? House insurance, I've already saved up $500 for next year. That's pretty good. And it's not due until February. And then my car taxes is due in March. And I've already saved up $200. And it's due next March. So do you see how this works? It's just so good. And then I'm going to take this cash. When I do my cash condensing, I'll put a placeholder in my envelope. And I'll take the cash and put it in my checking account, transfer it over to Ally Bank, and I will get 3.3% interest. Right now I have $4,982, I think. I don't know why I haven't just made it an even 5,000. I should just transfer, make it an even 5,000. But I made $13 interest off of that money. At my local bank, I would have never made that interest. So anyway, ran over. I'll put my Ally link in the description too. Y'all can check that out. Ally is a very reputable bank. It's been around for forever. So I do recommend Ally. I'm sure there's some other high yield savings accounts that you can check into as well. But, I've watched tons of these cash stuffing videos, like with people who are very successful, and more than like 5 people were using Ally. So that's why I checked it out. And I started in June, and I am not upset about Ally at all. So let's say June is coming up on a year. So I've made like over 100. By the time June gets here, I will have made over $120 just by letting my money sit there. And I'm going to make another huge deposit whenever I consolidate, do my condensing. And it's just going to make me make more money just by my money sitting there. And you can do your buckets for all of these things that you were saving towards. It's absolutely wonderful, easy to use, easy app, easy to transfer from your bank to them and from them to your bank. All you need is your routing number, all of the things that you do when you set up a draft. So easy. Well, anyway, let's get these $1 bills logged in. So we saved $4 in ones. So I'm going to check off 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, $4 more and I'll have $60 saved in ones. And that's pretty good. Once I hit that, that'll be 2 times this year that I have completed this $1 savings challenge. 2 times. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a 1 right here. And that way, the next time I complete it, I'll put another 1. and see how many times we complete this in 2026. And of course, I'm not even going to do this one. I'm not doing $5 bills. All I'm doing is, if I don't spend $30 out of my wallet, I'll come and just check off 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and put the money in this envelope. But I've already rolled it over once. I've already done the $300 saved, cleaned my board, and I have $30 in here already. So, anyway, get this wedding over and we'll start saving again, hopefully. But anyway, that's the end of my video for today. I'm excited. I'm going to get off and scan these receipts. And then I'm going to go, I've got to go get my animals some cat food and dog food. And that just comes out of my grocery bill, y'all. My grocery money. Because I usually have to buy them food once a month. So that's what I do. Grocery money feeds me and my animals. So, anyway, thank you for watching. My daughter's getting married next Saturday. I'm so excited. I highly recommend. I don't know the name of the place, but it's awesome. They do everything for you. It's like an elopement, and it's very reasonable, less than $2,000. And they'll have the person who's hair and makeup, photography, bouquet, venue where she's getting married, the officiant, everything. But anyway, thank you so much. God bless everybody. And I will hopefully get on this week and touch base with everybody.